Yesterday, Figma replied to my comment I made on their post because I was sensing they were cooking something, and my instincts are always right. So I'm excited to talk about this brand new tool that Figma just introduced, which is called Suggest Auto Layout. This is going to be a game changer for designers, especially if you work with a responsive design. So what is Suggest Auto Layout? Figma Auto Layout feature has already been a super powerful tool that's been helping us as designers to create responsive content that adapt to different devices. But Figma has decided to take a step further by introducing this Suggest Auto Layout. With Suggest Auto Layout, Figma now analyzes your frame and suggests the best way to structure your design using auto layout. It's like having a personal assistant that helps you apply auto layout to your design in the most efficient way. This is a bye-bye to manually setting up your frame in auto layout. Let me show you how this works in just few clicks. Let's look at this card design without an auto layout. You see everything here, nothing is grouped. It's just like a normal frame with elements inside it. So let's just copy this. We are going to add an ordinary auto layout to this design to see the difference between Suggest Auto Layout and the ordinary auto layout. Though they are basically the same thing, but one is more higher than the other, which is Suggest Auto Layout. Shift A on your keyboard to choose an auto layout. Now that we have selected auto layout, you see everything is assumed as a wrap content, in the sense that if we expand the width, you see everything is kind of disorganized. So this is what it looks like with an ordinary auto layout. So let me copy this. Let me delete this one right here and copy this. So how do we turn on this feature? Now we have selected our frame, everything here, nothing is grouped inside the frame. So what we are going to do here to suggest the auto layout is right click on your keyboard, then you scroll down to where you see more layout option. Then by your right hand side you will see Suggest Auto Layout. The shortcut to it is Ctrl-Alt-Shift-A. For me, that is a very long shortcut to type my hands on my keyboard. Anyways, I would rather go through this process in choosing my Suggest Auto Layout than going through the supposed shortcut. So we are going to select Suggest Auto Layout right here. What do you notice in this frame? What changed? So we are going to look at our layers panel here. You will see tiny dots just right here. So now we have this frame one, which is the combination of our image, this heading, and this subtitle here. Then the second frame is the one carrying the amount of the shoe. Then the third frame is the one that is carrying this add to cart. So you see that everything is kind of organized. And if we decide to expand this in width, you see everything is fully responsive. This is the part I love most. And if I decide here that I want to add more text to this particular frame, all I have to do is just to type in the text, and you will see that everything, the frame is fully responsive. So let's repeat this process again to make you understand better. So I'm going to be starting from scratch. Let me delete this. We bring out a frame. Then let's bring out a rectangle inside. Let's just assume this is where our content or our image will be. Let's just change the context here. So I'll be going with something like housing agency. Then let's copy this text just right here. And our button. So now that we have selected and created this frame from scratch, how do we suggest an auto layout? You're right. So we right click on this frame. Then go down to more layout option, then suggest auto layout. Looking at our design here after suggesting the auto layout, you see everything is grouped into a frame. On our layers panel here, you see the Suggest Auto Layout suggested only one frame to group all our elements inside it. What's the reason for that? Is because the elements right here, they are not as much as this one here. Looking at this frame right here, you see Figma Suggest Auto Layout suggested 3 frames to group our elements inside it. This is the first frame, this is the second frame, and this is the third frame. So if we should expand this frame, you will see everything is fully responsive. And if we decide to add more content to this, all we have to do is just to add the content that we want and let Figma Suggest Auto Layouts do the responsive job for you. One thing I really like about Figma is that they just want to keep things going, making things easier for designers by the day. So this is a new feature Figma added to the application. Let me know what you think about the Suggest Auto Layout in the comment section. And if you're on my channel for the first time, I would like you to click the subscribe button to see more of the design updates in the future. So see you guys in the next video.